Hello guys, this is your host PushDustIn. Joining me today is NantenJex.
Hello.
He is the video lead for Source Gaming, and today we'll be talking about the upcoming final Smash Direct, which will be surely an exciting show.
Well, we know it's the final direct before the game launches, which means that, considering how they've been dishing out information so far, we can expect basically everything.
And it's about 40 minutes, which makes it, I think, a little bit longer than the 50 fact extravaganza.
Mm-hmm. And it's also Treehouse Live is going to be streaming the full final build of the game straight after, which obviously says to me that we're going to see like everything that's in the game as much as possible is going to be in this direct. So we will know every character after this direct and stuff like that. So. And I just want to apologise if my audio sounds a bit off because I'm having to record this at my office at work or in a room next to my office at work through a laptop mic rather than my usual setup. So it sounds a little echoey.
So sorry if the audio is not as not as good, but that's okay. So we're here today to talk. So we're actually going to be talking about our predictions for the Direct. The Direct is tomorrow, and I should mention that we will be hosting a live stream of the Direct here on Source Gaming. We'll probably start about 30 minutes before the Direct starts, so just look at that and figure out the time for yourself.
Yeah, I'll probably arrive to that around 15 minutes to 10 minutes before it starts, just because I'm going to have to leave work to get home for it. So, even work as late as I can to get there, so I'll be there. But I'll be there. I'll be there for the live reaction.
Let's go ahead and start with our predictions. What do you think will be in this Direct?
Well, as I said, I think everything. I mean, the first Direct focused heavily on Castlevania and multiplayer modes. The only real single player stuff that was talked about was classic mode, and so I think that the big focus of this one is going to be talking about all the modes. I think all the rules, all the options, everything that was under Smash just won't be acknowledged. Maybe there'll be a little reference here or there, but it's all going to be games and more, Vault, online mode, spirit mode, and customization and characters, missing characters. I'm not even sure if they'll show off new assist trophies or new items or stages because they already did all of that in the last night, right? They may just leave anything else from this point on to be just found in the game by players.
Yeah, one thing that we haven't seen at all is Mii costumes.
Yeah. I think that's going to be. I think they're going to do a trailer reel like they did with the items, assistant stages, Mii costumes, and they'll confirm that every Mii costume from Smash for Wii U and 3DS is back in this one. So that includes DLC ones like Hiachi and Gino and Viridi, etc.
So Going on after that, we have this new mode that Sakurai said that he would talk about in this Direct.
Yes, we got Spirits mode.
Yeah.
I mean,
what do you think Spirits will be like?
We'll actually find out if it's called Spirits for starters, because we still don't technically know.
So the reason that we're saying it's Spirits is because there was a person on Twitter. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting the name. Who actually deciphered? Who actually deciphered the name both in English and Japanese, and both of them said spirits.
Yeah.
So.
See, I'm not sure, to be honest. It's weird. Obviously, the main thing everyone thinks it's going to be is like an adventure mode with bosses.
Yeah.
And some people have said it'll be like the Great Cave Offensive, where it's a big open sort of world that you run around in. Some people have hoped it's a bit more linear than that. I personally, my current theory is that it's something like the spirit of each game, I guess, or the spirit of each series.
Yeah.
And you play
kind of like Monster Hunter.
Yeah. So
what they showed off for Monster Hunter.
Yeah. So Monster Hunter series, the whole point of that series is fighting monsters, so it makes sense that you would fight the Rathalos boss. And Castlevania, the whole point of that series is to kill Dracula. So again, fighting Dracula makes sense there. Whereas, say, Super Mario Brothers, the whole point of that game is platforming and jumping and stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was like the adventure mode level in LA, but with Mario.
Yeah.
And I was actually thinking about it, and I realised that actually a lot of Melee's adventure mode kind of already has this idea in mind. Like,
yeah, they did. The Zelda stage was like more kind of navigating a dungeon, whereas Metroid was escaping.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to escape in Metroids, and then you've got like Captain Falcon's, where you're chasing after, or running from all the bars, I should say.
F-Zero.
Yeah, and Ice Climbers as well, as you climbed vertically until you ran the Ice Climbers, which is that series.
Yeah.
So
you're thinking more Melee adventure mode than Subspace Emissary?
I don't think it will be. We're not getting Subspace Emissary, but I don't necessarily think it will be like. So in Melee, you obviously always started with Mario and walked through a path.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think it will be like that. It might be that you go on there and it gives you a list of like almost like a stage selector list of challenges, and you have like the Street Fighter one. You click on it and it's like a 1v1 fight against Ryu with health and Final Smash meters, like really trying to replicate Street Fighter. Yeah. I mean, they might do it where it's a set thing, but if they do, I almost think it will be like classic mode where every character has a set pathway that they take. But if they do that, well, the thing is, if
one thing
they
I
do that, I feel like
was,
bosses. There's going to be a separate boss mode where you just fight the bosses, so that way everyone can fight the bosses.
Mm-hmm. One thing I was thinking is that it could be like the 3DS classic mode, where you get to choose your path.
Yeah.
And maybe the paths are a little bit randomized every time.
Yeah, that is also another possibility. That it's a branching path that all leads to whatever the new final boss is, whatever form of Master Hand it is this time.
Yeah, we had a Master Hand, Crazy Hand, Master Fortress,
Master Core.
It's only going up from here.
Yeah, Master World.
Yeah, Master World. Master Spirits, maybe?
Maybe
that's why they call it Spirits.
Maybe.
So yeah, I definitely agree with you. I think that the Spirit modes will be more in line with Melee than Subspace Emissary, but I also still think that there will be like some cutscenes or something like that.
Maybe the start and end. I mean, I would love it if every character had like an end sort of cutscene that fighting games used to do. I think that would be great.
Yeah, where
don't necessarily
other characters besides Sonic can save the day.
Yeah, basically. Like that'd be really nice. I think
like seeing like Isabelle's reveal trailer and like the other reveal trailers, like it seems like they have done less trailers this time around. I don't know if it's just me.
I mean, there've been less newcomers this time around. So.
Yeah, less newcomers, of course, but like. Even Daisy, she didn't get like a full CG trailer.
Yeah, Echoes, because they didn't bother doing them for Echoes. In the same way that Lucina only got a CG trailer because she was with Robin, and Dark Pit didn't even get one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So I just wonder, if they will have more cutscenes in the game.
I mean, I would like to do that. There seems to be a lot of fan service in this one. I would like an original intro, rather than just replaying cutscenes from the trailers and the games. In sort of a weird matchup.
Yeah, definitely.
That would be nicer to have a proper introduction. But yeah, no, Spirits mode will be interesting. It's cool to see what it will be and how.
Yeah, and I honestly think that Spirits mode will be a lot of the time because there's actually two blog categories that we don't know about.
Oh really?
Yeah. Looking, I think through the JSON numbers, like the blog theorist, shoutouts to Duckmeat, he and other people working on that, they found out there's actually two categories that are unused. So I'm guessing one of them has to be related to spirits.
Maybe spirits and
or
bosses.
Maybe both of them. Yeah, maybe spirits and bosses.
Or maybe trophies or stickers or whatever. Because we still haven't seen that. We haven't seen any trophies, any sort of collectible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that has to appear in this one.
Yeah, definitely.
So, I mean, I've got like a sort of idea about how I think the Direct will actually run, like how they will show things off. If I can go over that.
So I think that they'll probably one thing I think that a lot of people are discounting is that they haven't really gone over King K. Rool or Isabelle. So I think that those characters will be covered in this direct. A lot of people, have already become familiar with these two characters, but Sakurai hasn't really gone over them like the way that he has with Simon or Richter or even Dark Samus and Chrom.
See, I would agree, but the only thing that makes me not is simply because we have that Nintendo Treehouse Live afterwards, and that's something that I feel can easily be done there.
Because but I think Sakurai likes to explain these characters.
I mean, it was Treehouse Live that had Ridley, and that's where they showed off Ridley's movie. Who knows, maybe Sakurai is actually going to be at Treehouse Live. We don't actually know.
Yeah.
So that could be something that they leave there, including any other newcomers they want to reveal here. Because I personally don't think we're going to have the same sort of thing we had with Castlevania, where obviously the beginning was Simon and Richter, and then there was like an entire section dedicated to the series. And we got that because the series was brand new. But I personally don't think there is going to be any new series for characters being announced. So I don't think they will put that much time into it.
Maybe the direct will actually start off with Spirits Mode.
That would be cool. I don't think it will. I think it will start with the character. I think Spirits Mode will be about 2/3 in. And we'll take up definitely most of the direct. Like I could say Spirits Mode taking up a good 15 to 20 minutes of the direct.
Yeah.
Like depending on how detailed and thick it is. But I'm hoping personally for Spirits Mode that considering it has Monster Hunter in it, what other series that don't have characters could we see in it? Like could this be where we see Dragon Quest or Minecraft or Rayman or any other big kind of series?
Like the other series. Yeah.
Like I think that would be really nice to see, and I think that, to be honest, this direct, no matter what happens, is going to disappoint people because it's going to confirm all the roster, and people's favorites won't be in there, and everyone will be sad. But I think that Spirits Mode is the more hype thing to get through to. I think the characters, everyone's going to be like, okay, but the Spirits Mode is going to be a big surprise to people, and that's what's going to get people excited for Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, I'm just really excited because Monster Hunter, which they've shown before, if that is indeed in Spirits Mode, then it really opens up the possibility for any character from any game, any series, even Nintendo series. That's something that doesn't get highlighted enough. That they're somehow represented in Spirits Mode.
Yeah, no, I think so. Give me a Box Boy stage.
Yeah,
it's like a puzzle-based level. Give me a Tetris stage where you have to avoid falling blocks, or maybe hit the blocks with attacks to push them into place.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, those would be cool. So I think my idea for how this direct would be laid out, I think it will start with a trailer. I personally think that I still on the box theory. I still think that's probably the most likely one. Or who was following me knows I don't believe in theory. So
for those of you who don't know, box theory basically states that you can go on.
Yeah, it basically states that there are only 2 characters left in the game, one of which is a and one of which is a newcomer. Whereas Prince theory states that there are 7 characters in the game. But there doesn't state whether they're echoes or not, but most people assume that 2 of them at least echoes. So, but I think that it will start with a trailer with Ryu walking around looking for a fight, and then we'll get into a fight with either Lucario or Pikachu Libre. He's about to win, and then Incineroar will come from behind and smack Ryu out of the way. And then we'll get Incineroar and stuff like this. And he'll go in for a fire punch from Ryu, and Ken will come in and punch it back with his own fire punch. Ken has fire-based powers. And then we'll get Ken. And then there'll of course be a bit of Ken, and then the trailer will end with Ken and Incineroar sort of fighting it out while Ryu and whichever Pokemon he was fighting sort of sit there and watch.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have been pairing Ken and Incineroar together, and that's because there are some credible rumors that Incineroar is in the game, mainly from Vergaben.
Yeah, Vergaben.
And I'm sorry?
I think is it pronounced Vergaben or is it pronounced Vergaben? I've always been pronouncing it Vergaben.
Oh, I've been saying Vergaben.
If only Nervion was here because it's German, so he would.
Yeah. So please let us know in the comments
whatever
pronunciation it is.
I mean, there's quite a few leaks that have almost, in fact, every rumor and leak I think has had Ken in it, whereas Incineroar is the more highly debated one. But we usually get a Pokemon newcomer, and there have been people going for it. And I've just kind of at this point gotten used to the fact that there might be a Pokemon one, even if I would much rather there not be. And also just trying to think of how they do trailers. I think Ken and Incineroar both being fire-based physical fighters kind of work well together in a trailer, even if they're not from the same series. But anyway, I think after that's done, we'll get the sort of everyone is here screen. And they'll add those two on, and then we'll get the everyone is here or everyone is finally here splash text before it cuts to Sakurai. And Sakurai confirms that this is the whole roster now. And maybe he'll give us a bit of a demo of Incineroar or not.
I hope they really drive that point home. Because as we saw with the last Final Smash Direct, people, still couldn't accept that some characters didn't come back.
But that's what I mean. I think they will show. I mean, people won't accept it here. They'll say that he's hiding stuff. He said he'd show everything. But I think he'll say everyone is here, and they will have they will show this full CSS for the first time, because we're going to have to see it. They're going to have to show it off in Nintendo Treehouse anyway. So I think Sakurai will reveal the whole CSS. He'll humble brag about how amazingly big it is, and then
how much of a value it is for players.
And then I think one of the things they'll do is being able to customize the CSS. So we already know that.
I don't know if they'll go that far, because they've shown that you can stack Echo Fighters.
Yeah.
But I think that's about it.
I don't know. I think there's going to be a bit more. You won't be able to change the order around, but as much as that's what everyone wants. But I think being able to stack Echo Fighters, maybe being able to unstack the Mii Fighters to make them all separate boxes instead. Maybe because we've seen in the demo, it's clearly like the Smash 4 style. But we've seen in previous directs the boxes looking like Smash 64 in certain things. So I wonder if you'll be able to customize the look of the CSS to fit whichever game you want, or at the very least fit either Smash 64 or Smash Smash Ultimate. Maybe not Melee and Brawl, because that might be too much, but we'll see. I think they'll confirm that either way, and then they'll move from this customizing the CSS to general customization and talk about Mii Fighters. And we'll get stuff about the Mii Fighters and the fact that how many moves you can pull from. Maybe you can change their height or weight, sort of add another layer of customization. And then they'll show off Mii Fighter costumes. And we'll get confirmation that they're all coming back, and then we'll get a new trailer with new costumes in it. I think that Isaac could be a Mii Fighter costume, as much as people don't like that. I think that Dr. Eggman could be a Mii Fighter Gunner costume, or I really want to see the characters like Goemon and Cosmos as Mii costumes, because I think they would fit really well. But I'm not 100% sure. It depends on how big they're going with these third parties. Maybe we can get a Bomberman Mii costume. I think stuff like that we will see. And then once Mii Fighters are done, in terms of they've shown that off, I think we'll then transition into Games and More, which is where I think the customization option is. And Sakurai will go over, he'll re-mention Classic Mode, and he'll reveal All-Star Mode and Stadium Mode with a Brawl Style Break the Target, Event Mode. I think Crazy Orders and Master Orders is back. I wouldn't be surprised if, I think Stage Builder could be back, also be under the customization tab. And, if Smash Run is back, I think. So maybe that will be there as well. Talk about all of them. All-Star Mode will go in reverse order of debuts, so that it always ends with you fighting the original 8 plus Dark Samus, I guess. And then we'll get the Vault, and they'll talk about trophies if they're in the game. They'll say that stickers are coming back, so I think stickers will replace equipment in this game. My Music will be in the Vault. I don't think Masterpieces is coming back, simply because the Switch doesn't have Virtual Console games anymore. It has the Nintendo Online stuff, but I don't know. I just don't know. I don't necessarily think that Masterpieces is coming back. I do think Chronicle might come back though. Just that massive list of each name of the game of every game Nintendo's ever published. I can see that coming back. I'm not sure what other Vault stuff they're going to have. I mean, presumably if trophies and stickers are back, a new way to get them, the trophy shop, and then whatever new mini game is going to replace Trophy Rush this time along. Like, I think we'll see that, and then they'll go from that to Spirits Mode and spend the next 15-20 minutes going over everything.
Do you think that they'll end on Spirits Mode then?
I think they'll end on online, and the only reason I think they'll end on online is because I think the whole direct will end with the announcing of a like online Smash demo, kind of like the Splatoon one and the ARMS one.
Yep.
And which will be some point like 2 weeks from now or something, like the second or third week of November. And I think that's a big announcement to end on, and it makes sense to sort of transition from online to an online demo. So
yeah, I guess I could say that, like ending on a demo announcement, kind of encouraging people, maybe tying it to the Nintendo Online service even.
Yeah.
Being like, if you're on this Nintendo Online service, you can get a demo for Smash.
Yeah.
And you know the membership rates would skyrocket.
Very much so, agreed. Like that is what I think we will see. And then end on that, and then it will just Sakurai will say goodbye, and then it will go to Nintendo Treehouse.
Yeah.
So we'll see how wrong that entire thing was when they suddenly start with Spirits Mode.
Yeah, you guys got Jex on record, so you can hold him accountable in the comments below. You can comment 5 months later and say, you guys were wrong about everything.
But yeah,
no one...
that's everything I think will be in this direct. Personally, they have to show everything.
I think we'll see a lot of a little bit more of the single player classic. I hope they, just personally speaking, I hope they revamp All Star, because that's a lot of characters to fight through.
I think there'll be player matches to try and speed things up.
Even still, that's a lot of battles, and like just 3 hearts is not enough anymore.
Maybe they'll upgrade it before. I don't know. Maybe
I don't know. They have to do something, like maybe allow you to pick 2 players at the same time, even, and then have the other one computer played.
That's a good point.
That way you can get 2 trophies at once or something. Because if trophies come back, it's just way too much to do it with every single character.
Like maybe Amiibo, you'll be able to use your Amiibo characters now as a partner in event match and classic mode and all-star mode. Because that was something you couldn't do.
That could happen.
See, because it would make the Amiibos more valuable. And also, just a thought I had: how do you think difficulty mode will be handled? Because obviously in Smash for Wii U and 3DS, it was the Kid Icarus pot of...
I think that would probably return, because I think that system was really intuitive.
Oh, okay. Alright. Just wondering, because I know...
And it also gives, like, coins more value. Because then you could use your coins to use higher difficulties and stuff like that.
Okay. We'll see.
Yep. So I think that basically wraps up this discussion. We just want to keep it short, so that way you guys could watch it before the direct.
Yeah.
And we hope to see everyone at the live stream. This is PushDustIn and NantenJex is joining me. We'd like to give a quick shout out to the Duke of Dorks for being our super patron, and thank you guys for being our fans. We look forward to seeing you at the live show, so I hope you guys join that. And always remember to return to the source.
Yep, bye guys.